these three handsome fellas on screen, everybody. You can tell Newcastle have won. Not just that, we've scored 4 goals. Yes, and before you say in the comments, it's League One opposition. Keep an eye on the last word. We'll talk more in depth of the
League
game.
One's a tough division, Lee. League One is a very tough division to get out of. It's very tough.
Some clubs it is very so. Right, we're going to begin with let's go call Darlow. Oh, how do you think you got on the night?
Fine, no real problems. Of course, conceding at the end to discard the clean sheet wasn't ideal, but whatever came his way, it was pretty simple.
Couldn't do that about the goal. It was bottom in
bottom in the corner. I'd say it was avoidable in terms of the build up to that goal, but I think 6 sounds harsh, so I'll go 7.
Oh, okay, cool. So right wing back. It was it Emil Kraft because he got moved over? It was a Kraft, wasn't it?
Began with Kraft, yeah.
I thought he still struggled a little bit tonight.
Yeah, he had his moments.
Had his moments, but there's a lot of, quite similar to probably Sean, a lot of misplaced passes and awareness of what's around him as well. For me, when he went to centre back, he looks better again. And this is the second time. I know it's League One. I know we're not going to get carried away, but for me, I thought he looks better as a centre back. I know that's mad to say that, but I'm going to score him just above average of 6 today. We'll go with the first of the centre backs, which was bizarrely Isaac Hayden, utility player.
Yeah, look, see, Bruce wants to go with that formation, and if that's what the players are comfortable with, then just go with it. Obviously, there's people who wanted 4 at the back, but it was never really going to happen. But when you've got those 3 centre halves, especially Hayden, who's very comfortable anywhere, you know, did he really get tested? Did he look really unbothered? I don't think he did. I think it was a good performance by Isaac Hayden. I would probably give him an 8 out of 10 today.
When we were in possession, he was effectively that midfielder coming forward anyway.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he? And like, he's again another player that's comfortable on the ball, happy to have the ball at his feet, and yeah, I thought he was brilliant for Newcastle today. I don't think many players were that bad today, and I'll go 8 for Hayden.
Not as good as Fabian Shea, of course not. So, alongside him, brilliant to see him back, big sexy Jamal Lascelles. It was, obviously we'll talk about in the last word with the sensible substitutions that Bruce did, but it was fantastic seeing him back. He played about 50-55 minutes, wasn't tested, it was pretty much an easy afternoon. When I seen him in the lineup and then I seen Wilbraham in the lineup, I thought, yeah, Wilbraham's going to test him here, but to be honest, it was easy for Jamal Lascelles. Got to score him a 7. Done alright tonight, and it's good to see him back. Expect him to play the full 90 on the weekend. Then alongside him was who was Flowing de June, and I forgot.
It's got to be a 6. I think for all of the defence, they weren't really tested. It wasn't really a strenuous workout tonight. I think for players like Lejeune, like Lascelles, like Ritchie, tonight was an opportunity for them just to get their match fitness up. Of course, Lejeune recently coming back from injury. Again, nothing strenuous. It's a 6.
Okay. I've got to give him the NE29 one, haven't I? Because God, I get.
Which one? 2 of them.
I'll have the other one. Who do you want?
Have the goal scorer, Matty.
Go on then.
Really good performance today. You kind of come to expect Matty Longstaff being good for Newcastle now, which is a compliment to him. Yes, it was against League One opposition, but very calm in the box and puts the goal away really well. I thought he was a nuisance in the middle of the park.
Well, people call him tenacious, don't they?
Yeah, tenacious, you know, very determined to go and win the ball. Not as many fouls as there was against Wolves, which is good. Again, he was going to have more of the ball, linked up well with likes of Atsu and his brother, and obviously obviously Almiron as well. So yeah, I thought he was just as good as Hayden today, so I'll give him an 8 out of 10.
An 8. Okay, his brother Sean, I don't think fared as well. It was a bit of a mixed bag for me with Sean. As I mentioned, I hinted on earlier on with similar to Kraft, there was a lot of misplaced awareness around it, but he also sprayed the ball. He was looking for the ball as well. He wanted the ball off the defenders and looking up. So it's a bit of a mixed bag. I'm going to score him a 6. So it's just above average, generous. But I think it is generous, but we won. That's why I want to be positive tonight, but I think Sean can do a lot better. He was sensational, me and you said that, against Wolves, but a little bit below par for me tonight.
Ritchie?
No, you can have, we'll come to Ritchie in a moment. We have missed Ritchie off, haven't we?
Yes, I was about
But I'm going to give you Chris Natsu, sorry Ralph.
You want Christian Natsu? Okay.
You can have Matt Ritchie. I've screwed you over here.
We'll go to Paul on this one.
What about you, Paul? And we're back. So would you agree with Paul's ratings of 0?
Christian Natsu, I think it was a good shift tonight. Again, it wasn't much of a strenuous test for him, but it was nice to see him play with in quite a relaxed manner tonight. He was knocking out the skills and everything and succeeding in quite a few places, knocked a few decent balls. That's a solid 6 for me. Maybe, actually no, I'll change to 7.
What do you think about it, right? Why does he do a bit of skill?
Hold on to it too long, didn't he?
Get past the player and goes, I can't do it again, and I'll play it back.
He holds on to it too long. Well, yeah, I said that during the game, yeah. And you've got Matt Ritchie, and you got 2 assists and a half, you want to call it?
Yeah, obviously the first one, I think Almiron might get on the end of that, so I think the defender has to do something.
Yeah, it was Joelinton.
I was a Joelinton, apologies. So yeah, well, I don't know, maybe.
Wonderful cross, mate.
It was a fantastic cross, and that's what we've missed, I think, a little bit. People have been frustrated at times with our set pieces, but he is by far our best set piece taker when he's on the pitch, and obviously the first goal and the second goal, his cross obviously tangles.
The first thing, and I said to you last week as well, or was Kyle, it was 1 year. Matt Ritchie, as soon as he gets the ball, right, I'm looking up. I want to get it in. If he's 30 yards from goal on the left, he's already looking, I'm going to get this in.
Yeah, I think it's a good question for people in the comments. Would you put Ritchie as one of the forward 3 instead of Atsu? Because for this weekend,
anyone would play, anyone above
Atsu. Yeah, because like Almiron's not going to get dropped at the minute. Joelinton or Carroll's going to start. Ritchie for me would be a good option on that left hand side, and Almiron doesn't like the left. He likes to be a bit more centre. So for me, I wouldn't say no to that against Chelsea on Saturday or Everton on Tuesday if he's not ready to do 70-80 minutes, but it was just good to see him get involved, and yeah, he looked like the Ritchie of old, and again, this is probably the perfect opposition for him today. I'll go 9 out of 10 for him today. I thought
that's quite strong. That he's a contender for man of the match, and to your answer to Johnny's question, let us know in the comments. That's your job in the comments down there below. I'll go, it looks like I've got Almiron, hadn't it?
Oh, see how it works.
When you've got
the mic in your hand, that's how it works, you see.
Yeah, you're in control when you're in the mic, where you try to be in control anyway. Right, Miggy, 4 in 7. He's doing the business, and I said to you off camera before that he might end up being the top scorer in the amount of people that slated him. The majority of us on this channel backed him, and he's now proven the goods. I know it's League One, but just consider the form that he's in now. He's the threat. He looks so much more assured. He's confident now. He wants to take on a player. He wants to shoot more often. I like it now. I'm going to.
On the team sheet for me.
Yeah, he's Allan saint-maximin. Obviously, we want him back. Of course we do. But I said this in the radio shows that we're not missing him as much as what we thought, because Miggy's banging the goals in and he's getting on the score sheet and he's scoring and he's assisting, he's running, tracking back as well. His work rate. I'm going to score him a 9 as well. He's a contender as well for man of the match. Yeah. He played up top as well. Joelinton.
Yep.
Finally scored, and I said to you, the celebration. You ran to Bruce, the players got up, they hugged him. Some of the fans were like happy for him, man, Rob.
You could see how much it meant to him and some of the fans, and I'm really chuffed. I know League One opposition, say what you like about that, but tonight was the night for him to just get that monkey off his back, just to try and unleash what the real Joelinton can do. And I think we really saw it tonight, because even at 3-0 after half an hour, he was still by far and away.
Did he have to score tonight?
It was one of those things that would have really, really helped. Even without scoring, I'd have still given him a high mark. But tonight, even after 3-0 after half an hour, he was still by far and away the hardest working player out there on the pitch, constantly grafting, constantly closing down. And we were sat in front of some really negative fans that were nitpicking every single possible little bit. It wasn't a flawless performance, but at the same time, everything that he was doing, he was tracking back, he was winning the ball in really good positions. I think for me, he's got number 9 on his back, and for me, he's got a 9 tonight.
So is that a 9 then?
Yeah.
Can't give a 9 of this. So he's get to 9, so there's 3 contenders. We'll have to try and narrow that down. And let's move to the subs. Sensible substitutions all round. Fantastic to see Tom Allan buzzing. Jonny, you can have him grab an assist. Got a yellow card. Bit of bite in him. Playing an unfamiliar right wing back role, which he probably didn't want to play, but he's getting on the pitch, he'll play anyway. But what do you make of his performance?
I thought his first couple of touches were a bit nervy, which is understandable. First appearance for the first team at St James's, but I thought he looked comfortable as the game progressed. I thought he had a good battle with their left back, but he'll learn a lot from that. And I think the fact that he's managed to get the assist for Joelinton, that's going to be one of the biggest things talked about. The fact that Joelinton is scoring, the fact that he's had a big part to play in that goal will only help him. I think he'll probably stick around from now to the end of the season. Would you conclude him in the squad for the Oxford game? at the minute, if Steve Bruce is playing his strongest team in every game, he doesn't get in the full 18 if everybody's fit. However, he's a good. I say he's good.
It's good to see it, though, isn't it?
Yeah, everybody likes to say, like, how many times do his thing now? He's one of our own.
We had 3 academy players from the under-23s on the pitch there.
Yeah, so you've got to give him a lot of credit. Little things like yellow cards you're going to get, and sometimes when you're playing teams like that, because you want to make an impression. So yeah, I'll give him a 7 for the 25.
Are we going to get run over here?
Nah, we'll be fine.
So 7 for him, and then Andy Carroll. So lucky to get his first goal. It was fingertipped onto the woodwork.
Yeah.
He came on and he was buoyant. He wanted to get that goal because he's seeing everyone else around him score. I'm going to score him above average. I'm going to score him a 6. I think if he had longer, he possibly would have scored. But yeah, I'm going to go just above average, hit the woodwork. If that went in, probably score him a little bit higher. But does he start on the weekend? We'll come on to the last word with Jonny because it's him or Joelinton. And
Joelinton, is it? It's all right.
Well, you can come on to the last one, which was again sensible subs. Jonjo
Shelvey, yeah, is tonight. Just like other players, tonight was about just getting his match fitness up. It's been a few weeks without him, so yeah, hopefully 20 minutes or so tonight will give him a good sizable chunk, able to play on Saturday. Can't say he did anything wrong, not spread a few decent balls around, so I think a 7.
Okay, maybe I'm being a bit too harsh on Andy Carroll then. Right, because he's got the lowest out of the 3 subs. So
I would agree with that, actually.
Stevie Bruce. I've already touched upon already, Jonny, that sensible subs, because I was predicting them with you when I got them all spot on. I was saying it's going to be this person off, this person on. Just makes sense, bringing people in who need match fitness, taking people off who've been out for a long time, and giving a kid a debut who will be buzzing the night. It'll be WhatsApping all his mates, telling everyone. And not just that, we killed the game off in the first 20 minutes. So what would you give Brucey?
People say, why was this even done in the first place? And that, people will question that. But if you're just judging him on today, he couldn't have really written it more perfect. I think if you take away Rochdale's goal, that was probably the perfect game all round. Your number 9 scores. Almiron plays 60 minutes and not injured. I'll go 9 out of 10. I think we're through the next round, and it's a comfortable night's work with different. I don't think we really got tested. I never thought today that we were going to be out the FA Cup. So yeah, 9 out of 10. I'm
going to go 8. That's just because we're conceded. But yeah. And attendance was pretty high as well, 29.7. So Rob, you can overrule me if you want. Jonny's gone 9, I've gone 8.
I would go 9. I mean, of course,
I'm overruled.
Of course, we're not raving about Bruce tonight, but everything that went to plan tonight, everything that was in the plan tonight went to plan.
Which is nice because we've had all these injuries, haven't we?
Control, just simply from minute 1, control the game, make them work for the ball. Take a 1 or 2 goal lead by half time, and that way you can sort of relax. And yeah, we played the second half in a really relaxed manner tonight. Got Tom Allan on, and got some players some crucial minutes to strengthen the match fitness. So everything that could have gone right tonight did go right. So you might question, why wouldn't you get a 10 if you're judging him based on this night alone? I can see the point where we shouldn't be here in the first place.
Don't give a 10, please don't. That's an 8, 9, 10.
Okay, but what stops him getting 10?
I think it's probably the goal that he's conceded. That's probably the only thing is.
Not really his fault though.
Yeah, but it's League One though. You're gonna give him a 10. We win 4-1 against Chelsea. He's getting a 10.
I'd give him a 10, but I'm not raving about it. I'm not giving him.
We're giving him a collective a 9 then. Right, we're going 9 then.
Yeah,
we'll say it in the middle.
Fair.
And so that's scoring the players. Coming up next later on tonight, Jonny is presenting. Just before we quickly finish up as well, we've done an under-23 video over on the other channel because we've talked about the under-23s where we signed Regan Thompson, so go over there. Link is in the description for the under-23s. A little bit of chat on him. I'd done that video last night. So ta-da everyone, bye bye.